Hi everyone, this is Haley Halverson from the National Center on Sexual Exploitation, talking today about the growing scandal of child erotica, pedophile networking, and sexual abuse that's occurring on YouTube right now. This has become a viral topic as a recent YouTuber revealed that there is a large amount of child erotica on YouTube right now that's being often monetized by companies. And so rightly, many of these companies are now starting to pull ads from YouTube because they don't want their ads appearing on this material, rightly so. And we're hoping that more companies do the same. But in the wake of starting to lose money, YouTube is speaking out and they're saying that sure, they haven't solved the problem yet, but they've taken immediate action. They're deleting accounts and channels, they're reporting illegal activity, etc. But the problem is that this is not happening on the scale and level that it needs to. And considering the graphic and disturbing nature of this material, YouTube can't get away with a few talking points in a media advisory addressing this issue. In order to earn back the trust of users and the trust of advertisers, YouTube needs to make a much greater stand. Because the truth is, last night I went online and within 2 clicks, I began my way into the wormhole of child erotica on YouTube. These are basically just videos of young girls talking to the camera, and at different moments, they might have a image that shows up their skirt, or their shirt might ride down for a moment. And they're being flooded with pedophile, predator, and child abuser attention. Now, these images might not rise to the level of child pornography in a court of law. However, it's very clear that the viewers who are commenting on these videos are sexualizing these children in a way that's incredibly disturbing, and also using these videos as a place to network. And so that's what I'm going to show you. So again, I said within 2 clicks, I got to this video, which is obviously of a young preteen girl trying on swimsuits with 52,000 views. Why are 52,000 people watching this young girl trying on swimsuits? Is she a YouTube star? Maybe. No. All of her other videos have maybe 29 views, maybe 42 views. But then out of nowhere, she has 52,000 views on an image of her trying on swimsuits. So I started on this video, and suddenly YouTube's algorithm began working in the favor of pedophiles or child abusers. It began recommending more and more content, and the longer I clicked through it, the more graphic the content became, and the more blatant the comments sections became. You know, there are videos on YouTube with hundreds of thousands of people watching young girls trying on their school uniforms. This girl can't be 10 years old. She has to be at least 9, maybe 8. Of girls doing gymnastics, and there's a brief moment when their skirt flies up. Over 200,000 views. Who are these people that are watching this? And these videos are endless. As I said, you just begin clicking through them, and it's a torrent of content, all with incredibly high viewer marks. And many people are commenting on these. Some of the comments become very sexual, as you can see on this screen, the guy referring to the young girl as a young peach. I mean, she can't be 7 years old. She's probably younger than that. And she's just talking to the camera. There isn't even a moment where you can see up her skirt or anything, but these men are latching on to these videos. Again, another video, 100,000 people are starting to ask her in the comments to do the splits over her head and other things so that they can see up her skirt. A lot of these comments aren't even necessarily sexual in nature, but it's just the sheer volume of comments on these videos that's really disturbing, and they're all asking the young girls to make more content, What's also interesting is a lot of these videos actually have the comments disabled. So you might wonder, why are all of these comments disabled for all of these incredibly highly viewed YouTube videos of young girls talking or sucking on a lollipop or doing gymnastics and doing a cartwheel? Well, the reason why these comments are disabled is because of YouTube. YouTube said that they're toughening their approach to address family and child safety on YouTube, and one way that they're doing that is by blocking inappropriate comments on videos featuring minors. What does this mean? It means that YouTube has an algorithm that is recognizing the fact that all of these videos have high spikes in views out of nowhere and have predatory and disturbing comments going on. And so YouTube knows that it's happening, but the only action that they're taking is to block the comments. Do you see why that's a problem? They might be blocking the comments, but they're still leaving the video up there to gain thousands of views, hundreds of thousands of views. I've seen them with millions of views of adults, most likely men, who are viewing these images that are often very innocent in nature, but they're sexualizing and eroticizing children to such an extent that is putting those children in danger. And instead of taking the videos down, YouTube is just stopping the comments. So that's a problem. We're also seeing that in these videos, there is networking going on. One example of that is through the phenomenon of timestamping. This is an example where a young girl is playing around and partway through the video puts on underwear underneath her skirt. Now, again, this doesn't rise to a legal definition of child pornography because you don't see anything. But just the fact that she's putting on underwear under her skirt is erotic enough to these sick individuals that they are timestamping it. I mean, there's have to be a dozen comments on this video alone that's timestamping that one moment when the young girl is putting on her underwear. And again, some of these comments are also sexual, such as one viewer who says that she should have left those off. So when people are timestamping, they're trying to share and show other people who are also interested in seeing and eroticizing and sexualizing young girls for their own fantasies, moments that they can latch onto. And we see that in videos also where girls are maybe reaching up their shirt and you have a little bit of a moment where a man can then fantasize away, fantasizing and sexualizing these young children. And again, we see young girls peeking around the shower corner, timestamp, a split second in this video where you can look up the skirt of this young girl and it's timestamped. We're also seeing more examples of networking that are still going on YouTube right now. Even though YouTube says that they're trying to fix this problem, they haven't fixed it yet. This video of a young girl who can't be 10 years old, she has to be at least 9 or 8, 48,000 views of her standing and just talking in a towel. And in the comment sections, men asking, can anyone get me more videos like this? People saying, add me, and sharing links. We've seen people who are sharing links to social media, to WhatsApp groups, to private YouTube channels, all purportedly to share either videos similar to this or potentially more hardcore videos of graphic child pornography. Or really, we should call that child sexual abuse imagery because that's what it is. We're also seeing in these comment sections men reaching out and either trading social media contact information with each other or asking these young girls for their social media information. And that's incredibly disturbing because at the National Center on Sexual Exploitation, we have found that a lot of the times child abusers and sex traffickers use social media as the doorway to begin a path to grooming. They add someone on social media, they begin love bombing them with affection and attention, and then they slowly begin escalating requirements and requests, asking them to send a nude image, a nude video, or eventually to meet up in person. So the fact that these videos are being allowed to remain online and is actually putting these young girls at risk of they themselves being sexually victimized by some of the YouTube viewers that are finding them on this platform. And again, here's another example of people sharing contact information such as phone numbers. And so then we get to the advertising. So all of these advertisers are pulling out of YouTube right now, waiting for YouTube to fix the problem, but it's still happening. There are still ads, there's still monetizations on these videos, such as we found one video that had a YouTube survey ad on it. There was another video that had actually a LinkedIn ad about how to deal with sexual harassment. And that ad appeared on a video of a young girl who has to be under the age of 13 from the looks of her, just bending over and talking to the camera. So you can see a little bit down her dress, and the comments are flooded with comments about her chest size, etc. And this video is being monetized by YouTube. Where is the ad like protocol that's supposed to catch it and make sure that inappropriate videos are not being monetized? We're also seeing ads by Promo Videos, which is in association with the company Slidely that does social media videos on images of girls that are young, and their men are eroticizing them in the comments. We also see ads by Google CS First, which is actually a Google program that's meant to teach young kids about computer technology and computer science. And those ads are appearing on these videos. We're seeing WikiBuy ads appearing on these videos. And this video I want to pause on for a moment because once again, it's just young girls doing gymnastics. There's a moment when a skirt flips up, 180,000 views. The comments are disabled. So I go and I look at the other videos put out by this user, and they have nowhere near that number of views. They have maybe 76 views, maybe 200 views. And the comments on all of those videos are live, like they're able to comment on those videos. But for some reason, this single video has over 180,000 views and YouTube blocked the comments on it. Right? Like this is, again, YouTube is blocking comments because they're recognizing that there are predatory comments happening on a video, but they're not taking down the video. They're just blocking the comments, and they're still monetizing the video, even though the comments have been blocked purportedly because of predatory users who are populating there. So clearly YouTube's system is not working. Here we see an O'Reilly Auto Parts ad on a video of a very young girl going through her night routine. Again, a lot of these are really innocent videos of young girls just trying to reenact trends on YouTube, such as a night routine or truth or dare or gymnastics or whatever else that they're seeing, but then they're being sexualized. And so this is a video. O'Reilly Auto Parts is monetized on it. The comment sections are flooded, and the comment section on this one even has someone who's asking to promote her on a website that I'm not going to give the title of, but it is essentially a cyber stripping music video promotion site. So what this means is that not only are these children being put at risk through these YouTube videos by the fact of social media sharing, of the pedophiles networking, but also people from the sex industry are at certain times coming in and trying to recruit these young girls into the sex industry. That is a level of sickness that really needs to be addressed. YouTube is putting these young girls at risk of actually being recruited into sexual exploitation, into what is sex trafficking by definition if they're under the age of 18, through allowing these videos to propagate. And let's not forget, the eroticization of children on YouTube is not a problem in and of itself. YouTube has a host of other problems. There's pornographic ads appearing on trending videos. A lot of pornography is on YouTube, but just has hidden titles. The YouTube's creepy kid videos on YouTube Kids app and more are still a problem that's not fully resolved, and those are often sexual in nature. And in 2017, it was reported that YouTube's child abuse reporting system actually wasn't working for a year. For a full year, their child abuse reporting system wasn't working properly, and they did not step in to solve it until it became an issue in the media. This is showing the overall problem that YouTube has, which is they are not taking enough proactive steps. Yes, they try to remove blatant child pornography and other kinds of pornography that aren't hidden with some kind of disguised title. But they need to be doing more. They're still relying on human eyes to review this content. This is crazy. There are hours of videos being uploaded to YouTube every minute. And so YouTube is just waiting for users to report content or for the media to report harmful content and then waiting on human eyes to review that content. That is too slow for the platform that they've created. YouTube needs to use more artificial intelligence and more proactive steps to start going after these videos instead of just relying on users to report them. You know, these are real girls that are being victimized and exploited, and it's time that YouTube actually take responsibility and make this their number one social priority. And until this becomes their number one social priority and corporate priority, then they deserve to lose all of their advertisers, because no advertiser can be confident that their videos won't appear on these kinds of ads until YouTube takes a harsher stance on exploitation on its platform. So I hope that you will join me in actually asking YouTube to make this a priority. You can sign our petition, which there will be a link to near this video, and you can also tweet at YouTube. Tag them on Twitter and use the hashtag Wake Up YouTube. It's time for us to not remain silent. They are planning on us getting over and forgetting this scandal like we have the other ones, but we can't do that anymore. It's time to stand up and tell YouTube to wake up to the reality of child sexual exploitation on their platform.